Hello! Hello everyone. Happy Monday. Mike should be working better today than it has been over the past few streams, which has been awful. Today I'm trying to figure out how the hell to use shields. They seem particularly strong. I participated in a tournament the last weekend, and the only stuff that could keep up with doubles and pressure were people using shields properly. So let's see if we can find some room. No versus room found at all, huh? Oh! Right. Let's fix that. This should make it a lot easier to find rooms. Whew. Losers rotate. Team. Single winners rotate. Let's just play against a person. Let's just play against a person to get started. If it'll let me in. It's the one issue with opening up your... Oh no. Let's try again. Team. Let's set this to single, shall we? This might be the guy I wasn't able to join. Oh, we joined this time. Ooh, heavyweight missiles. I had to cancel a match to properly greet my opponent. I can't just be mean. Creak! Just moving my mic over closer to me. Whew. I am dog tired today. And yet, Armored Core. Varel with that really energy efficient chest. Okie dokie. Let's see what we can do. So the point of shield is to parry big hits. Oh, there's some bad lag going on. Is it me? Ruh-roh. Yeah, Ruh-roh. Shark. Good to see you, bees. We got some real bad lag, and I'm trying to figure out if it's me or the connection. Kick. Should not assault armor. Whale! Should not assault armor from that range. Very bad. Very quick way to get yourself murdered. Oh god. He was too far away to get anything off of that. Oh, I saw that coming. I can shield assault armor. Was it a draw? It gave me the point. Mice counter. Okay. I'm worried about this lag, but I don't want to just leave the lobby. I don't want to one and done this guy. Oh, there's somebody else. It's fine. I can leave the lobby. Let's play something offline real quick, just in the arena. And let's see if the lag is me or if the lag is the other person.
Arena combat aptitude.
Main system activating combat mode.
Uh-oh, the lag is me. Oh, the shield's... I overloaded my shield, now I don't get it. Big kick. Even with the lag. Yeah, baby, that's what I've been waiting for. Okay.
Destroyed. Concluding evaluation.
We have to fix this lag. But there's no 21:9 options below this. What are my graphics settings set to?
Well done.
Maybe that wild. We'll see. In the meantime, let's open up a system monitor. And take a look at what things are using the most CPU. Crazy, look at that, OBS. Bye-bye, have fun at work. So the other thing I've been thinking about trying out is 1616 for this generator, little low. So thinking about sacrificing some stability for this. It also cuts my boost speed pretty harshly, but the energy regen is worth it. Also the aesthetics are worth it. Losing the decals initially does suck a little bit, but that's okay. I can live with that for now. Let's try it out. Rip. Customs. I hope they add more stuff there. I would like to play non-customs in the future. Bonadea versus Old School Jelly. Failed to join room. Let's try this barcode. Need to be a little quicker on the draw than that. Alrighty. Yeah. I'm liking a lot how this has felt over the last while. I'm wondering about higher stability legs. The energy load on these I think immediately makes them not worth it. The wreckers. Sort by stability. Tetras are too high energy, even as they're about the same weight. I could switch to wheelchair. I won't, but I could. I just don't like the Tianchungs. Like, visually, I hate them. I really think the Howls are just kind of the best balance between stats and style. Three-minute rounds? Okay, that's reasonable. So, tourney yesterday. Xylem floating cities for 2v2s really favors players that can run away, it feels like. Because I saw a fantastic round where a lightweight reverse joint biped was just, or a reverse joint, biped is a different class. A lightweight reverse joint was able to just outrun a heavier tetrapod build by just shooting drones and then leaving. Thanks to the speed and the cover afforded by the map, there just wasn't anything the other player could do. They were just stuck running away, and eventually the chip from the drones meant that they had taken more damage, and when the timer ran out, that was a victory for our lightweight hero. So maybe that's a viable strategy? I don't know. I don't love it. It's a little scummy. We should see what our opponents are running. Pile bunker. I've seen some of these laser handguns. Sometimes they're pretty strong. Otherwise, what is this Melander set? Interesting choice. I guess just for aesthetics. And dual ducats, sweet 16s in the weapon bay for shotgun damage. Very visually striking mech. Alba arms. Yeah, I like the way this looks a lot. Yeah. One of the reasons I'm really looking forward to figuring out how to use shield is both the matches I lost in tournament, both those matches were versus heavy tetrapod, which is a scourge. Oh, I'm up. And I don't feel like a close range midweight build has any counterplay against heavy tetrapod. But this is the playstyle I like. And not just that, I'd like another avenue for skill expression, because I don't really have one as it stands. I was kicked! That's fucked up and sad. Well, he was on Watchpoint Delta. Maybe I don't want to be in this room. Whatever. I'll ready up. I have no clue who's in. Not me. Okie dokie. Seems like it's host and dissidents. Guess we'll see what they're running. Do some match commentary. Just want to play matches, man. It'd be cool if someone held a weekly tournament for this game. Rapid weapons, missiles. He has the thread rocket. Double Zimmerman wheelchair with the shoulder-mounted laser shotguns. That's bespoke. Good lord, the lag. Spooky Uki, what's going on? Big assault armor, pulse armor to make up for the fact that you just took a bunch of damage. I really do think that was a waste. Because pulse armor right after you get stunned, like, they're already done hitting you. You probably want to use it to try and reset your stagger, right? Look from the other guy's perspective this time. I think those are the diffuse lasers. I can't quite remember. This looks so funny. Like visually. The damage is just undeniable. Witcher is seeming to have a little bit of a difficult time getting close and staying close. But if the Tetra is just gonna walk in, then that problem goes away. Okay, I get to fight the wheelchair. Okay, this is perfect. This is exactly the build I want to test this against. other person left. I guess they don't want to fight Zimmermans. That's reasonable. They're not fun to fight, air quotes. Okay. Let's see what we can pull off, shall we? Woo. Okay. We should be slower than we're used to being right now, but only by a bit. Uh-oh. Rutrow. Big stuns. Okay, we lost a fair amount of attitude stability, and I'm wondering if that's really affecting us. Good lord. Shield timings are off. Are way, way, way off. The CPU usage is through the roof. Alright, that's it. We're playing in 2008 mode, baby. The room was disbanded. Protagonist walk. Whoa. Yeah, B1 Dalmatian is right. Zimmy chain gun with songbirds and rockets. Interesting. Wonder why he's marked as being in a match. There we go. Or she. They're marked. You won't kick me, right? You're running Zimmermans. I see you. They're prepping. Wow. I'm actually not sure what the preparing marker means. Is that them changing around their AC or what? Doesn't feel consistent. Okay, let's see what we can pull off. Also, let's see if the game runs stably. Ooh, look at those shadows. Funny. Yeah. If this keeps up, if I want to keep streaming ACE, I might have to do a 2 PC setup, which would be annoying, but I have a beefy laptop that I could do it with. Oh no! Beat me on the damage. Looks like they swapped to double Zimmermans off of the chain gun. Shielded AA there. I'll have to watch the replay, but that looked good. I liked how it felt. Oh, the Songbird damage is so high. Ooh. Caught me stunned. Okay. Yeah, learning when to and not to hit the shield button is hard. Hitting and not hitting a shield is a hard conundrum. My CPU has been bottlenecking my system for a little while now. I should figure something out about it. Is that double rockets? Was he running double rockets the whole time? They seem good. Really?
First AP at 30%.
Ooh, I was too low to tank that. I was trying to go for the counter, but I was already low on HP. Let's approach a little bit more cautiously than we have been. Big mistake. I should not have done that there. Ooh, I can't just hold shield. It doesn't buffer. Or at least it doesn't seem to. Let's try a different shield. Let's try a shield I can use a little bit more abandon than this particular one. This one. The Pulse Buckler that has massive, massive, massive damage mitigation. Let's focus a little bit more on using it. This is the Sekiro parry. The Coral Shield is the Street Fighter parry, and this is the Sekiro parry. One day I want to try out the Scudam as well, which is the shield that you leave out for a long time and then it goes. Yeah, I don't think they've changed anything. I just swapped up which shield I'm using. Okay.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Just beat me on sheer damage there. The double rockets is a very interesting choice for back weapons. I'm wondering if I should pick a parry weapon on my right shoulder now too, instead of this Huxley. I can't dodge it that way.
50%. At 30%.
Ooh, if I did the counter or earlier than that, it would have worked fine, but... Oh, he got the protagonist walk. You see that? His username. His namesake username thing. That's cute. / positive. I actually like the buckler better. I need to actually block the songbirds, though. Maybe I should play through the campaign with the shield ones. I don't know. Fight a boss or two. Fight Ibis. Fight Ibis with the shield. Okay. Looks like Mike is fine, not cutting out the way that it was before. Uh-oh.
At 30%.
Goodbye. Shield did make the difference there. Some, anyway. Part of the reason I'm streaming this is I want to be able to go over the replays and see what shield did and didn't do. Okay, this guy's waiting a long time to charge in, so I'm just gonna... I can do that too.
AP at 30%.
Okay. Okie dokie. Starting to get the hang of shield. I'm gonna keep using this one for now. I think it works better against this guy who's mostly in front of me. Okie dokie. What the hell does it say my CPU is being 30% used when the top two programs are only using 20% and then there's nothing else? What's going on there? Exceedingly strange. Played me. Okie doke. I think I've got a download on this guy. Oh, invisible assault armor. I got the bug.
At 30%.
Oh, the shield's overheated. I got the bug. I've heard rumors about the bug. What?
At 30%.
No. No, 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 no. Rip, rip indeed. I'm gonna try switching back to the coral shield and see what happens. This is the exact matchup I wanted to be able to practice in, so I'm happy with it. I got the bug. I got the bug where assault armor triggers and it's invisible. The one that got it banned from the tournament. That was very fun to play against. Also, I don't know what's going on with my CPU usage, but I cannot stream this game and run this game at the same time. So it is currently running at 720p. We're in 2008 mode. But whatever it takes to get to play. I might leverage a capture card and have a 2 PC streaming setup soon. We'll see. Alright. Thanks to shield, I took almost nothing that fight, which was really good. It really is Street Fighter parry. You should not have been standing there.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Shield actually saved my ass there too, even though I just held it over long. I would be dead if I did not use that. Has what, 30% damage mitigation? On long press? It's good. I do think it's good. I'm very happy with it. I'm thinking about stuff that fires from slightly longer range that still deals this level of stagger. I don't think it exists. Plus, anything that isn't instant fire or shotgun style would require me to actually soft aim, which is an increase in difficulty. And maybe cause to move to keyboard mouse, I really don't know. I don't love playing on keyboard mouse. I'm really happy this guy's stayed for so many matches though. Shield with Laser Lance Pile Bunker. That literally cannot work because shield is equipped on left arm or left shoulder. So I can't have 2 melee. I can only have 1 melee. I feel like I'd do shield Pile Bunker. Whoa, played me. I should have shielded when I charged in there. Misread the situation. I did not read that range properly. He did. Very impressive. Ooh, I thought I could dodge it, but I couldn't. I had already proc shield early. I got punished for it. No. No. Also, the lag is returning. I think until I get a second PC, I'm only gonna be able to stream this game about an hour at a time, which sucks ass. I want to play this game more. Alas. Okie dokie. Same diff. Is that the Noctrayer chest? Interesting choice. Okay, I correctly judged the range. Also, I'm not 110% certain this is true, but I'm told that coral generators buff the damage of assault armor. That doesn't sound correct. Uh-oh. No, big kick whiff. That was an interactive match, though. The Zimmerman mirror is actually so much fun. How did that hit? Okie dokie. It's way harder to tell what shield is doing when you're not the one dealing damage. Because, like, when you're dealing damage, you know how much is going to go in. It's way easier to tell whether or not something will hit. The argument they make is assault armor takes the generator properties and there's no coral defense modifier. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to test, right? You should just take it into training room and do both and then see how it goes. If this guy leaves, I'll do it. Is there a coral armor offense modifier? I wasn't aware of this. Or like a coral generator offense modifier. Like, the way you phrase that makes it sound like coral buffs all your damage. Is that true? Because, like, from a lore perspective, I see the reasoning that would be the case. Oh, stun guns! He got bored. I have no idea, Lamau. Some logic is probably that stun guns are less susceptible to getting blocked out by shield. Oh, this guy's also got coral shield now. Okay, I blocked a lot of that if I'm still at 6'4", I did not take a lot of damage. If this is true, I mean Coral Laser Missile also gets the same buff? Yeah, which is why I kind of don't think it is, especially since nothing in the game mentions it. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that From had some sort of weird buff or debuff that they never actually explained to players. They honestly love doing shit like that. Oh, he maneuvered out of range. I should have read that. I should have been able to read that. I had shield up. Unbelievable. At that range, do not assault armor against an opponent who also has assault armor. Do not do it. Just don't do it. There's a lot of things they don't explain, like head recovery system stat influences scan cooldown. That's weird. That's weird. Interesting. Yeah, that sounds like FromSoft to me. They love doing wacky things. Hello there, Leon Stark, world record YouTube. That was my best guess. Oh no, wheelchair. No. It's come to this. Uh-oh. Goodbye. The damage on that. What's the stream title? Okay, I was in a tournament last weekend, and I lost 2 matches. The 2 matches which knocked me out of the tournament, I lost them to Heavy Tetra. And I don't want to quit running biped. I just don't. I really like how this looks. I like how it feels. I refuse to give up on biped. So I think that the only way I'm going to be able to beat those is by getting some additional tech. And the tech I've chosen to attempt that with is shields. Because also, while I was in the tournament, it turns out shields block a lot of damage. Crazy how that works. Especially Coral Shield and the Pulse Buckler that has like 96% damage mitigation, which is crazy. So I'm thinking if I am able to figure out how to use those effectively in combat, then yeah, Shield OP. I'm thinking if I'm able to use those effectively in combat, then I should be able to close the gap. Also, deciding to use shields instead of using something more long range to counter like Zimmerman Tetrapod is, I think it just opens up another avenue for skill expression that I would like to have. Because one thing I did find kind of boring with double orbit or double Zimmerman is it leaves some room for movement, but beyond that, there's not too much. Okay. Let's knuckle down and see if we can't kill this wheelchair. I'm trying to regen energy. I can do that too! No! I tried to put my shield up while my guns were recharging, but I forgot to put it back down. I don't think you can fire any guns while shield is up. Let's test it real quick at the start of this match. Shield up. Oh, you can fire guns while shield is up. No! No! I'm not guarding enough damage. I'm just getting shredded. Oh, they're preparing. Changing the build. Okay, let's think. What was the problem? Well, I mean, the base problem is obviously I'm not blocking enough, but the question is why? I'm still kind of sort of just guessing as to when to put the shield up. I think that's the biggest problem here. It's easier when you're fighting the same build or a build you're very familiar with. Why are you canceling the match over and over again, Chief? Are you expecting me to change? I'm practicing. I will not change. Or is it a connection issue? Okay, there we go. Don't know how I feel about counter assault armor. Baiting them into thinking you're going in is better. That's possible, especially since you don't take damage that way. Is there a matchmaking system in PvP? Absolutely not. I wish there was. Ooh, all explosives, wheelchair, Tiancheng, chest plate for the maximum stability. That is mean. Mean and beefy. But yeah, people are really hoping that From will add a matchmaking system, but as of now, it's just custom lobbies and custom matches. The other thing I'm doing wrong is I have to put my shield down before quick boosting, because if I quick boost with shield up, it cuts out and redeploys the shield, which is a massive energy cost. Oh, the terrain got in his way. You see that? Okay, they just weren't able to do anything. I just stun locked them and walked around the rockets. At that range, the rockets take too long to fire. I just move out of the way before they can hit me. Okay, so there's a pro tip. If someone's running all rockets, get really close so you can just circle strafe. Then they can't do anything. Match canceled. Oh. They went back in. Yeah, it feels good to have this new thing to try and figure out, because with Zimmerman double orbiters, it didn't feel like there was anything for me to learn. So I'm glad that build isn't actually like tippy top, because it would be extremely boring if it were. Ooh, double chain guns, double rockets. Reverse joint legs, so the stability won't be like a scary problem, but the amount of AP this mech has is gonna be good. I think I was out of his assault boost range, and I managed to catch him floating down into mine. I think that was just perfectly spaced. Total luck. Total skill even, actually. So that was a good catch. Let's see if we can't pull something like that off again. Whoa! Yeah, the shield! Did you see that? Not have done that. Should not have done that. Not from that range. Goodbye. That feels so good. Holy shit, shields are great. Let's go. That was amazing. I'm really happy with how that turned out. Whew. Now I just need to keep doing that all the time forever. Gosh, I wish I could have seen the look on his face when he shoots both straight into a target that has no chance to dodge and see it do like 100 total damage and no stagger. Can't imagine how that feels. Shield's very underrated. They're just really high skill floor. Like, you have to already be like quite good at PvP before the shields offer you any actual benefit over just more damage. Because that was, I remember during launch, people are like, why would I run a shield? I can get 10 more rockets. But it turns out 10 more rockets is not that much better. And being able to entirely negate something your opponent does and put it on cooldown is. That is quite strong. How's audio? It's not doing the weird choppy thing. Looks like it's fine. Also not really on people's radars because there's zero use for them in PvE. This is true. They're maybe possibly useful for some bosses, but in PvE, they're just totally useless. Like, what are you blocking the shots from an MT? Like, come on. I was not paying attention to what our opponent is running. F2 Minty Burn? Oh no! Ooh! Using the shield. Okay. Yeah, because some tactical strategies. That is the goal. The goal is to strategically outwit my opponents to victory. I saw, like, week 1 tournament. Was that a blind fire rocket? I respect that. There was a week 1 Japanese tournament. They just ran away. And I saw a heavyweight Tetra player get outsmarted by some lightweight running... Uh-oh.
AP at 30%.
Whoa! Rocket save. Or... Yeah, the shield! The shield saved my fucking ass from the point blank rocket again. This shit feels so good to when it works. Shield feels so good when it works. My train of thought. Right. I saw a heavyweight Tetra get stalled out by some lightweight running flamethrower and a laser pistol and some rockets. And I'm thinking, you're running Tetrapod Zimmerman. You can just charge at the guy. And I was wondering if that was or wasn't true, because I hadn't really fought a lot of flamethrower players in PvP, and it turns out it is. You can just go forward and stagger them out, and you just tank the damage. It's fine. You win. A2 Space Cowboy. I really appreciate this player's naming sense. They're very fun. You know, there's Minty Burn, the last one. There's a Space Cowboy. Name some of the best PvP players. I don't know. A lot of them are Japanese. I think the game's too new for like any particular names to surface, because the last really competitively popular, there's been no majors yet. The last competitively popular Armored Core was AC4, and those veterans are not the best players at this game. In fact, the one thing those veterans are the best for, as far as this game goes, is complaining. They love complaining. Uh-oh. I can't believe I got that kickoff. Just barely outside the range. Okay. Yeah, this guy's build, there's not a lot of reason to use the shield. Yeah. Judging from my performance in the last tournament, I don't think I would count myself among the best, but I feel like I have some potential to be at least decent. Oh, they left. Good call. Uh-oh. Whoa, I did not expect that kick to hit. Oh no! I only had 400 AP. Of course a rifle shot was going to take me out. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Let's take round 3. Oh, I accidentally turned off hard lock. Come back. My Huxley's not deployed. Get the orbiter out. I can't believe that kick hit. Netcode, baby. We love netcode, baby. That should not have hit. There was no reason for that to work. I would take the receipt to the store and get a refund on that one. Gunslinger. Assault armor like reversal super. Doing it back is the worst restore way to call it out. I think if they're point blank, it's a lot safer, but you're right. I shouldn't be doing it straight back when it's like just barely the edge. Sometimes it can be useful. Oh, the punchy laser shotguns. Sometimes it can be useful to force them to back off, but I think generally it is better to just save it if you can. Shielding it is much better, I think. You should only really do it if it also stops you from dying. Yeah, that's my thoughts exactly. Oh god. Oh, the shield came up cool at the last second. Did you see that? The last second I got to hit the button. This thing really does save you when you're like about to die. Oh, I wasn't thinking. I appreciate this guy's using the stationary drones. Okay. Woo! Thanks, Har the Lion. I try my best. I try my best here. Alrighty. Are they sticking with this build? That was a really fun build to fight. I loved the... Stationary drones are like a pet piece of mine. I've 100% of the game yet. I've beaten New Game Plus Plus. I have all the parts that you can buy. I don't have all the parts that you can find in all the missions. I don't have all the S ranks. I have the vast majority of them, though. The parts, not the S ranks. One of these days, I'm probably going to go through and S rank all the missions. Someone has a calculator for what kind of scores you need to get the S ranks on each individual mission, because the weights for different things matters differently on different missions. Some finishing it quickly matters, some collecting some optional objective matters, etc. So knowing that helps a lot. That's the only reason I haven't just gone through and S-ranked everything. Collecting all the battle logs and chests is worth, get all the parts. Yeah, exactly. That is one of the things I haven't done. It's just such a pain having to do a scavenger hunt. I wish that like there were multiple ways to unlock the all-mine parts instead of just having to collect combat logs. It's for sure a grind, yeah. I wonder if they're making something bespoke if they're taking this long. Interesting. Only 3% of players, 100% of the game so far. Yeah. Most people don't really see it as that worth it to go for a platinum trophy. Just, you know, it's a fun badge, but if it's not fun to get there, then why bother? Luckily for this game, I do think it is generally fun to get there. Like, even with the scavenger hunting. Logs are a little easier than you might think, because you can visually confirm which enemies have it. That's true. The thing about the UI is it's a little small. I really wish there were at least a few options to scale it up. Especially when there's weapons that fill half the bar for their overheat. They have a blue eye glow. I did not know that. They have a blue eye glow? I'm gonna have to pay attention to that. I did not know they glow blue. I knew they had the tiny little icon, and I knew about the tag. But like in the heat of combat, I never spot the tag. In fact, most of the time I'm not looking at the tag, I'm just paying attention to if the targeting reticle is hitting the thing I'm looking at and my positioning. Same build with the chasing laser drones instead. Interesting. This player really likes reverse train legs. A targeting reticle? Yeah, that's the tag. It works. Boing. Hello? Did you see that? Okie dokie. I kind of just walked forward and hit guns, kick, guns, kick. That was straightforward. Uh-oh. Ooh, you were too close. Oh, I was too close! The shotgun's fire behind him! No! No! If you get too close, the shotgun's fire behind your opponent instead of at them. Okay. Well, the buffer lasted forever. Nice. I was kicked! Okay. That's fine. Why don't we try and find some team matches? Is that one any closer to full? Is it full? Is it not full? I'm in. Okay, the longest the match will take is 5 minutes, which isn't too long. Yeah, that works out. I'll take a short break. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. Alrighty, let's take a look at what our competition looks like. Missile boat. Auto rifle drones. Interesting. Chang Chen's an interesting choice too. Weird choice, maybe is a better way to phrase that. Heavy tetrapod with pulse blade I think. Laser Slicer. That's cursed. Ooh, I like this one's color scheme. Heavy Tetrapod, double Zimmerman, double Laser Drone, heavy Tetrapod. Well, no shortage of stuff to test our build changes on. My eyes, yeah, that was... They're going for the retinal damage. Oh. I think I'm up. Maybe, maybe, maybe. I might not be. We'll see. Bertram Spaceport's an interesting map for 3D3s. I've never seen it on that map. Alrighty, are we gonna play? Are we not gonna play? The great mystery. Big stretch. Yeah. It is important when you spend most of the day sitting down in a chair that you make sure you stretch every once in a while. Or please tell me I'm launching. I'll cry if I'm not. You can set yourself to spectate? Oh, I'm not. Sag. It's okay. I'll be in for the next one. Commencing match. Yeah. In the meantime, we can see what everybody is up to in this lobby. Okay, they swapped to soup. Laser pistols with weapons bay. Laser shotguns is a very interesting build. Okay, there's one heavyweight double Zimmer Tetra on each team. This lightweight's running... That's an ultra lightweight. Hold on. Can we see that guy? I want to see the guy running the Tiancheng. Yeah, so this guy's head, the flat head, that is basically half a head part. It has half the health that most other head parts would give you, half the stagger resistance that most other head parts would give you. It is a bad item. I don't know what this person is, what they're doing. I can't see this build working at all. Not even in 1v1s. Single laser, or it's a rifle, so at least it'll do something, but not a whole lot. I'll be interested to see what their score is at the end of the match. You don't need health if you never get hit. Good fucking luck. This person's boost speed must be pretty high, but it can't be worth it. It just can't. Their movement is base though. Charged in for the melee, perfectly spaced. They're a good player for sure. I just question their choice. Well, they got stunned, so there's terminal armor. Now if they get tapped on the shoulder, they instantly perish. There it is. Let's spot one of the... yeah. Our villains. Oh, it's the 1v1. Wait, they're both running the same laser drone tetrapod build. I've never seen people do that. Laser drones, huh? I think they're okay. I like the stationary ones better than the homing ones. Their only weakness, eventually taking damage. Indeed. Okay. Let's go to someone who's alive. Right! Assault rifle missiles. They're just getting hunted down. Oh, they're running assault armor even though their whole build is about staying away from people? Well, that's how well that worked out. The heavy tetras are hunting each other down. The thing about the laser drones is if your opponent's 6 laser drones on you and then you get staggered, you take all the damage from the drones, which is a lot. I just wish they had some more direct hit adjustment so that they dealt more damage on crit. Terminal armor procs for our lightweight boy. He walked into the bubble! No! That's so sad. Is that terminal armor on a heavy mech? Weird choice. Is he running Sampu? Hold on. Let's wait till this guy respawns. I want to look at him again. I question his build decisions. Or her. I question their build decisions. Oh, this is the... That is the Sanfu. Why are you running that? No, it isn't. It's the burst rifle. Just kidding. Okay, that's a real gun. And then there are the dual diffuse laser shotguns on the back. They deal a lot. As you can see, they deal a lot. Terminal armor is a waste of an expansion. You're so right. I have very rarely seen it be useful, and basically never seen it be useful in a place where pulse armor wouldn't have been more useful in the right hands. Like, the only case where it's worthwhile is if you never had the space to use pulse armor. Because it just goes away too fast. Like, if it lasted for like 5 or so seconds, then I think it's good. But it does not. So the strength of the terminal armor initial burst is like 10k AP worth, as opposed to pulse armor, which is only like 2. Actually, it might be like 4. But pulse armor decays over 10 seconds, and terminal armor decays over 2. So after 1 second, it's only 5,000 worth. And then it's gone after 2. So I really don't think it's worthwhile over pulse armor. This guy has lived forever. Forever. Why don't we see if we can find our lightweight player? This is not them, but this is another player who's playing something relatively lightweight. Oh, they're versus our lightweight player. Almost working against Coral Rockets where you can get one shot. We need to follow it up with something of your own. Yeah, you need to end the match before the shield goes down. Okay, I'm really curious to see how some of these players did. Heavy Tetra players. The good one placed top. Yeah, that's about what I expected for this build. You should never run the Tiancheng. It's not worth it. You just take the extra weight. It won't function. Plus, unfortunately, I don't think lightweight works in 3v3. I think it can work. It can work in 1v1 in very skilled hands. But in 3v3, you need to be able to tank a lot of damage from a lot of places, or you will just evaporate. You can't pay attention to everything. There's too much going on in a 3v3 for you to pay attention to everything. No point in trying. Big mistake. Bonadea, sure, that map's fine. I really want there to be matchmaking, and I'd also kind of like there to be 2v2s. Please add doubles, FromSoft. Not like you can fragment a matchmaking player base, given that you don't have one. Longer range builds tend to do better in 3v3. Yeah, because in a 1v1 you focus all of your attention on just dodging the guy. But in a 3v3, there's somebody in your face and someone in the sky shooting you with missiles. It's a lot harder to dodge both of those at the same time. Okie dokie. Here we go. If our opposing team, I think they do, unless some of them changed. If they have a heavy Tetra, I'm just going to get that guy. There it is. Alright, our goal is to kill Max. Oh, and we have the... Is that the lightweight with the laser lance? That is the funniest thing in the world. Chain gun tank looks awesome. Like, visually. I don't know if they're, like, actually good, but they look awesome. And honestly, that's what matters the most. No! Okay, got my one. It doesn't matter. I got my one. I got my one. Mission accomplished. I think just making stuff that's long range, stuff that's lightweight, making those builds better is what should be the goal. Because as it stands, like, there's so much incentive to just get close. Okay, I'm leaving. Let's get this guy. See you later, man. Wow. No! Zimmy gameplay is boring. I really like getting up close. And I like the mirror. Because there's some interesting back and forth that goes on. As long as the players aren't just holding W. You know, the big asterisk. If the players aren't playing boring. And I think, as far as this game goes, there are way more boring things than the shotguns. Missile boat against players that don't have some sort of way to get close is so uninteractive. Like, I'm running Sentai, I'm fine, but players who aren't, like, what do they do? Genuinely. Uh-oh. Come on, team, let's get him. No. Too much damage from everywhere. Those are good points. Yeah, and Zimmerman and Kick is the most frustrating thing in the world to me. Like, if they're using both of those, you just get sunlocked, and you need some way to get them off of you. I think this game, that's the best thing that could exist for this game, is just some tools to get your opponent off of you. Because homing assault boost and the speeds you're able to move even as a real heavyweight holding a lot of stuff is kind of insane. I think they need to... Already there's a really big wide gap between the speeds that you're able to move in this game, and I think they need to make it wider. I think really heavy mechs should have their assault boost speeds way slowed down. And I think really lightweight mechs should get to move at like 500 boost speed, just for free. Just crank the differences between classes up to 11. Uh-oh. See, like, that was some good strafing from that guy. Uh-oh, my shield's on cooldown. Ooh, couldn't trade. It's okay. I got my one. Yeah, I'd love to see, like, lightweight mechs zipping around at absurd speeds just off regular boost. And I'd really appreciate it if heavy mechs who got to run, you know, double stun needle massive like stability, like paid for it in movement speed, so that it felt like there were ways to outplay them. Just take the expressiveness that already exists in the game and let us turn it up to 11. Zimmy staying good at stun with less direct damage, so they can't do both things. I think the taser pistols are actually fine. I don't think the taser pistols are overtuned. I want the Zimmermans to still do the things that they do, but I want them to be more committal. Rather than preventing them from doing direct damage by just reducing that stat, I think it'd be better to just increase the reload time. Because then if you use them to stagger, you're not going to be able to get the direct damage off. But if you use something else to stagger, then you can use them for direct damage. So it leaves the option open. And then if you have double, use one to stagger and one to deal damage. And that reduces the damage by a lot. Yeah, exactly. More intentional usage. Force players to think. Force players to make a choice. So it doesn't, like, destroy the weapon and what it does, but it does force you to actually consider what those things are, instead of the weapon just doing everything. Maybe a range nerf. They hit from kind of far. Things that make using the Hadelman like actually an attractive option over the Zimmerman, because as it stands, there's literally zero reason to use the other shotgun, because the cons of using a Zimmerman over a Hadelman just are far outweighed by the pros. So I think they should just crank up the cons a little bit. And if that means buffing some of the pros to make the weapons a little bit more viable, I think that's fair. Just adjust the weapon to be more extreme. We should be spectating because we won the last round, I think. I was not paying attention. Oh, we didn't win the last round. We lost. Or people left. I was thinking about how I was playing armchair developer. Game is at its best when you're actively thinking about what the other player is doing and reacting. Yeah. Get that guy. Get the missile boat. Get them! Yeah! Get fucked! I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate your guts. Should not have walked into kick range. Big mistake. Uh-oh. They recover really fast. Uh-oh. I should have shielded. Boat down. It feels so good knocking the boat out of the sky. Seriously. Nutty recovery speed. Yeah. Okay, where's the boat? Yeah, get out of here. No one has any need for you. Oh. I got. Get that guy. Get that guy. I hate your guts. That's fine. The boat's so tanky. I think they should nerf the health on Arquebus. Just so like bring it down to earth is easier. Because as it stands, it's just in the air. What do you do? Bye-bye. Didn't even take any damage on that second approach. That feels good. Nice job, whoever had that red shift. The boat's back. Get him! Yeah, fuck you! Boat's healthy. I think a strategy where you go away and try and hit the enemy with missiles makes sense. A strategy where the only way to beat it is to have a build that happens to be able to get up is bad. Like, the reason I'm able to catch boats on this build is I, like, thought about it, and I have the Sandtai generator, but most people don't want to have to run that thing. It's the only generator that has the amount of capacity that you need to assault boost into the air to take out the boat. And I don't think everyone should have to run that in consideration of boat. Like, with a game that's this customizable, there will always just be things that just beat other things. But the way that happening being the boat goes really, really high and then you can't touch it sucks ass. Or making it slower, just anything that opens up counterplay. I think, like, competitively in this game, because matchups are so RPS based, there has to be some consideration for swapping around builds for counterplay. Like in the tournament I was in, only loser got to change their parts, which I think is just so correct. Uh-oh. Okay. Fingers crossed boat bottom boards. Then I will consider this a success. I have more points than the entire opposing team. Boat did not bottom board. Boat was still on top, but that's not a lot of points for a boat to have. Our team did a really good job. Yeah, if you're able to get to a boat, you can out PvP a boat at that range for free. But you have to get there. That's why I think heavy tetrapod float builds are actually better, because they have counterplay. They just kick you. Going too far in that direction turns the game into more complicated rock, paper, scissors. I agree with that, which is why I'm not developing Armored Core 6. There will be winning and losing matchups, basically no matter what. I mean, there's winning and losing matchups in, like, fighting games. The goal is... It would be nice if everything had something they could do against every other thing. Even if the matchup's, like, 8-2. But, like, when you have Missile Boat, there are just 10-0 matchups because the other person can't catch you. I think that's what's unhealthy for the game. Something not being fun to fight against, like, to an extent, is okay. There will always be players who say, fighting against X thing sucks ass and I don't want to do it. So when you're looking at how to balance a game, you can't just, like, listen for people saying, I don't like fighting against this thing. Because at the end of the day, there are going to be strategies that suck to fight against. And there are going to be strategies that suck to fight against for each individual player as well. Oh, the Missile Boat player swapped to something else. Interesting. You have 4 weapon slots, so the intent is to bring something for all situations. That is, like, kind of sort of true. I think there are absolutely ways to make mechs for all situations. It's just more fun to build one that attempts to maneuver itself into a particular situation and then be good at that. I think it would be interesting to have a tournament where you couldn't change at all, and then you did have to build something that was good for everything. But I'd worry that something like Missile Boat would just win. I really don't know. There's a lot to think about considering how to balance this game. There's so many moving parts. And I don't fault them for making this a PvE experience first. I think that was a correct decision. Lightweight, auto rifle, the Ludlow, I think, laser slicer, and Truna with Huxley. That's why you enjoyed Lots to Think About. Fully agree. I'd like to do challenge runs too. I wish the game had the tools that let you internally enforce a challenge run instead of having to externally enforce it. Like something where the game was like, beat the game below this weight, or beat the game above this weight, or, you know, whatever other limitations. As New Game Plus options, I'd really appreciate that. Maybe in the DLC. They added a harder mode to Sekiro, so. At least I think they did. I might be misremembering that. Boat assault armor. He just goes through it and then hits him back. Nice. Laser Slicer is so strong for how light it is. We can hope. That's basically how I feel about everything regarding this game's PvP. We can hope. I'm happy it's this robust on launch. Like, it could have been so much worse, and it very often has been. Oh, this guy's got chainsaw. We came right at the perfect time. 20 missile Zimmerman chainsaw. This is a reasonable build. What's he got on? Hal, Basho arms for the chainsaw damage. Melander chestplate. And Melander head. I think those are just style. We love popping off her chainsaw. That's it. I'm team Pile Bunker myself. The three factions: Pile Bunker, Laser Lance, and Chainsaw. Speaking of Chainsaw, the tournament I was in yesterday, 7th place was just running Mad Stomp. Like the arena preset Mad Stomp. I think they had a slight modification that was the arena preset, but instead of the Sweet 16 it used a Zimmerman and it had a Huxley Orbiter, but like, it was still Mad Stomp. Never been more humbled than when you fought your first Junker build. Yeah, Punch into Chainsaw is so funny. Like, on one hand, Punch adding that much stagger to stuff is just so wrong. On the other hand, it's just so funny. No, big chainsaw whiffs. You hate to see it. It's so funny. I'm so with you there. The only thing cooler than Punch is Purge Weapon into Punch. Nothing beats purging weapons. Where do you get this part? The grenade thrower that he's got in his left hand. That looks awesome. Is that just from the shop? I think I remember that from the trailer. That's some Gurren Lagann shit, yeah. Battle log? It must be really far along, because I'm rank 13. So I don't think it's Log Hunt. I think the only things I have left are like the Coral Oscillator and a headpiece or something? Yeah, Mind Beta headpiece. It's possible that I have this and just forgot. Finish. How far the boat player falls without their missile hands. Alrighty. Shop unlock. So I definitely own it and I just forgot. Why don't we check? Not arm, not back, arm. It looked like a box, right? Oh, I have it. That's cool. I'll have to try it out sometime. Mission 35. I got the achievement for beating all the missions, so I definitely have it. Have beaten that mission, rather. Okay. I got it and just forgot that I got it. I'll have to try it out sometime. That's one of my favorite things about this game is like very frequently you see something and you're like, okay, well I have to try that. And very frequently you do and it's awesome. I'm just carried by Zimmerman, so I don't use other things most of the time. Pick a random part and try to make it work the best it can. Yeah. I think, you know what? That's the challenge run. The challenge run is playing the game with the Tin Chung headpiece. Make that work. Good luck. Maybe I'll do that. I don't love the enemy team. They look very scary. Hello? Okay. The black screen scared me for a second. The guy's running double moonlights! Overbird and Junker? That could be interesting. Steam notification. Thought I saw someone get close. I did. I can go really far for a really long time. Uh-oh. I should have shielded those. Counter boost kicked. I was too low on HP to contest that. Okay. Match is competitive. Ooh, I ran out. I'm just laser focusing on this guy and it's gonna get me killed. Yeah, there it is. I didn't even get my one. I needed to adjust sometime there instead of just holding W. The problem is because I have the generator energy to chase everyone whenever I want, I do it and it gets me killed. Goodbye. Didn't even need to shield. I just got out of the way. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't have a counter. I should have just shielded. Come on, team. Get him. I just kind of kited him for my teammates. It was 3v1. That was just a mistake for them to be there. Yeah, that was just going to happen. We go in. Exactly. You understand. You get it. Oh, I did not mean to hit the shield. Uh-oh.
AP at 30%.
Yeah, there wasn't anything I could do. I was just low. This is such a high-scoring game. What the hell? Everyone's just dying. Most of the players here are mid to lightweight. Like, I would classify Wheelchair as a midweight build. We go in. Kick. Oh god. Totsugeki! Goodbye. Let's put the orbiter away. Come here. Come here. Come here. Stand still. Aw. No extra kill. I'll take it. I feel like I played well. Their team basically all scored the same amount of points. That's crazy. Okay, I'm calling it there. That's the stream. I have to make dinner. Yeah. Thank you everyone who came today. It was great to see people. Glad my mic seems to be working properly instead of cutting in and out at random times. Hey, you have a good one too, Har. I've definitely feel like the potential of the shield has been shown to me. I'm going to keep practicing using this thing. Maybe I'll play a campaign run with a shield. A shield and really low HP to force me to use it. Something like that. Very Dark Souls. Yeah.